creating cutting-edge fitness equipment for decades, Taiwan supports the world's growing fitness evolution. From high-quality, smart exercise equipment to virtual and immersive technology, Taiwan exports more than $1 billion worth of fitness equipment each year, a significant 10% market share of all global exports.
Taiwan is at the forefront of the world's health and fitness pursuit.
Taiwan, the pursuit of excellence.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Kit Mah and I will be your moderator for today. Now, first of all, I would like to thank all of you here to join us for today, and I hope all of you are actually staying safe right now at home, all right? Now, today's webinar session is the first of its own kind, is brought to you by Taiwan Excellence and co-organized with Malaysia Kini and Kini Events. Now, for those of you who do not know what Taiwan Excellence is, let me just give you a brief description on what they're all about. Now, Taiwan Excellence is the name that carries the honor of Taiwan's premium products. It is the symbol of recognizing outstanding and innovative products from Taiwan. Every year, the best products are shortlisted for the Taiwan Excellence Award, passing a stringent quality assurance process to get the seal of excellence. So whenever you buy a product with the Taiwan Excellence mark, you know that you are only getting the best quality, all right? Now, over the recent years, the spotlight has always been shifting towards the direction of the lifestyle of the health and sustainability. Now, more than ever, people are all about sustainability and living a healthy lifestyle. So today, it will be mainly revolving around that, around the fitness industry in terms of how it has evolved during COVID and what companies, such as the companies that we're going to speak to today, have done to adapt to this COVID pandemic and how they're actually moving forward and how the industry is also moving forward, all right? So joining us today will be representative from two Taiwan Excellence awarded companies, Body Charger as well as Johnson Fitness. And of course, we will also have our Malaysian chartered physiotherapist, Mr. Marc Jonathan Daniel. Now, without further ado, I want to introduce the first speaker of the day, and that is Mr. Marc Daniel to introduce himself. Over to you, Marc. All right, so Marc will be on.
Hi. Hope you can hear me. Anyway, I'm Marc Daniel. I'm founder and director of Synapse Rehab Consulting. Can you hear me? Yeah. All good?
All good.
All right, anyway, we're a private physiotherapy and rehabilitation center. We specialize in sports injuries, musculoskeletal disorders, injuries like back pain, neck pain. We see post-op orthopedic cases, some neurological cases like strokes, care of the elderly, and occasional pediatric cases as well, like children with special.
So there's a bit of a real connection there from Marc's side. But mainly, basically, what you do as a physiotherapy revolves around making people feel better and helping people to take away the pain, which is a thing that is definitely very relevant to most of us today, all right? Okay, I think there's an issue with the connection from Marc. So instead of, while waiting for him to come back, maybe we can move on over to the next speaker, yeah? So the next speaker, all right, Marc is back. Okay, Marc, hello? We got you back?
Yeah, hello. Did I get cut off?
Yeah,
right. Sorry. So anyway, I was saying, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Sorry.
Go on.
Yeah, so that's what we specialize in as a recap. So what we did was my partners and I realized that in Malaysia, being a developed country, mature society, and educated population, there was a need for evidence-based physiotherapy. They need proper practice guidelines, reliable and trustworthy care. So these were important things to the public in Malaysia. Plus, with Malaysia's aging population, throughout all the way to the young, will require some form of physiotherapy throughout their lives, sometime in their lives. So we decided to have easier direct access to for the public to obtain our services. So of course, with these unfortunate, unforeseen circumstances of COVID, we had to change, we had to adapt, we had to diversify our service provision. We've had to digitalize almost every aspect of running our traditional physio centers and clinics, from appointment scheduling, contactless payment, consults, even to a certain extent, some certain treatments needed to be digitalized. So we decided to provide the art of physiotherapy. And then, of course, this time we've got the two other speakers, Jerry and James, to give us the science and technology to help us in developing innovation in healthcare. Yep, so that's me, Marc Daniel.
Oh, fantastic. I can't wait to hear more. I do have some questions ready for you later, Marc. So for those of you participants who have just joined, today we are all about talking about the fitness trends and fitness industry insights regarding the COVID pandemic. And so this session is brought to you by Taiwan Excellence. So now we're going to move over to the next speaker for today, and he is no other than actually Jerry. So Jerry, I'm going to move it over to you. Now, Jerry here basically represents Johnson Fitness Malaysia. So over to you, Jerry.
Hi, thank you, Kit Mah. Thank you, Taiwan Excellence Malaysia Kini event. My name is Jerry, and I'm part of Matrix Fitness commercial sales team at Johnson Fitness Malaysia. Johnson Fitness has been manufacturing for over 40 years and has become one of the world's largest and fastest growing fitness manufacturer. With a global network consisting of 2.5 million square feet of manufacturing space, we can meet the demand of the fitness supplier and exercise enthusiasts all over the world. Okay, today I would like to introduce our latest product, Johnson Admiral, which won the Taiwan Excellence Silver Award recently. And the video, I'm sorry, I would like to apologize that the video will be in Mandarin, as this Johnson Admiral now only available in Taiwan. Okay, next, have a video.
Squat down, down and up, hands on your hips.
新概念健身魔镜 Johnson Admiral 动态感知静享住家教练。
Okay.
Wow, that looks really good. I can't wait to actually try it out. And speaking about that Admiral, I actually do have some experience in that as well, which I will share later. So for those audience who have just joined, we're in the midst of this panel discussion with Jerry, Marc, and James, basically two awarded companies in Taiwan Excellence Award, yeah, and also Marc from a physio rehab center in Malaysia. Okay.
Yeah. So this Johnson Admiral is a cross-border combination of video, furniture, and fitness exercise without restriction of location, space, and time. The virtual intelligent technology and online video streaming have integrated games, entertainments, social community to offer you boutique fitness experiences at home. Yeah. So can we have this second video?
Welcome to join us. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. Go.
新概念健身魔镜 Johnson Admiral 这个冠军不容易，即时互动静享直播课程。
All right, very nice. So we do have some questions from the floor. There's Chaoling Wu from Facebook who was asking if we can buy that mirror in Malaysia. Now, Chaoling Wu, do stay with us because I'm sure that's one of the things that all of us here are eager to know as well. And then Brian Leong has mentioned, hi, Jerry. Maybe one of your friends also, yeah?
That's all from my side, Kit Mah.
All right, so that's it for you from now, Jerry, okay? Okay, now let's move on to the final speaker for today. And the final speaker is no other than James from Body Charger. Now, I'm sure Body Charger would be something new for most Malaysians here. They might not be familiar with it. So without further ado, let me pass it over on to James to share with you more about Body Charger and what is that product that has received the Taiwan's Excellence Award.
Thank you, Kit Mah, and thank you for Taiwan's Excellence and Malaysia Kini events. So this is a great honor that I can speak in front of the Malaysians and introduce our company and the products. So I brought a slide to going to have introductions about our company. So who we are? The Body Charger, we are the fitness manufacturers over 40 years based in Taiwan. And we produce quite a lot of products from the commercial, from the resident to the commercial use. So what is exactly the Body Charger is doing? Is our vision is create fitness equipment for all of the people, so we can stay active and enhance people's life qualities. So what we do, this is a product we brought to this time to introduce. This is our award-winning product, GB7007, recumbent linear stapler. This is the most safe total body exercise for the rehab or for senior, for all of the people, because you can see the products is designed with a very low impact, easy entry, easy to use. So you can see the ROM design comparing to regular gym equipment like a recumbent bike is more less than the angles of 30 degrees, and the regular recumbent bike is more than 30s. So, and it also produce less resistance in the beginning. So even for elderly people, they can easy to operate. And friendly design, this product, we have with an adjustable seat, and you can turn to the 180 degrees as a swivel functions. So what we do on the products, the last is introduced about mechanical, and this is a software we design on the consoles. We are not just looking at the basics of the exercise. We also, to making more people more motivations we integrate with some program with brain games, so we can engage with the people to using our machines, and we also giving some programs for people, especially for aging people, they can increase their recognitions to prevent dementias. And most important, we have to maximize the exercise result and strengthen your bodies. So this is another technology I brought today. So it's what we call the eye care system. It's a physical and exercise management. So please play the video. Thank you. So people can use this to exact measure of your physical conditions before you use the machines. So there's different assessment for blood pressure, blood oxygen, grief, and sleep, many testings.
The interface and the program is designed to differentiate the regular user or the members. You can join to the members to use your identify card to identify your personal data from the service. What is the most advanced features from the service is a safety precaution system in our software.
Okay, thank you very much. So I continue my part. So you can look at here, why we are doing this. from the statistics, you can see in the global, it's about 9% of percent of age over 65 in the world, and numbers of kidney replacements over 88%. And this is the most important part of the economies. So it's about like 4.56 trillions for the market value in Asia Pacific. And also the other side is about the dementia issues, and it's between 5 to 8% in the populations. So this is our showcase. So any question, please, you can scan the barcode or email to us. Thank you very much.
Right, excellent sharing, James. So now I think we can have all of the panel speakers on their cameras and on their videos, and then we can get into some Q&A questions coming from both myself and also you guys, the audience here, all right? Now, I think first and foremost, I just have one question, and this is mainly particularly towards Jerry from Johnson Fitness. So Jerry, just to share with you, I was actually engaged by a China company early this year, and my engagement was mainly as a model trainer to become the instructor in the similar product that they are developing for the China market. Yeah, it requires us as the instructors to speak in Chinese, and basically we will need to do some workout routines, and it will be filmed and recorded so that when the users of that device actually use it, they can actually see me coaching them. So I was involved in that project. Now I understand that the first in the world that created this was actually Mirror, all right? And they are the world's first nearly invincible home gym. Now, do you mind sharing what is the unique selling point about the Johnson at Mirror app in comparison to all of these other similar brands, including Mirror and including the China Mirror brand that I did as well?
Okay, thank you, Kit Mah. It's great that you are invited to become one of the model instructor for this Mirror. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this others Mirror at the market, as this is quite popular demand at this current moment. But our unique of this Johnson at Mirror is that we are using this AI technology coaching. They may use the coaching use. This coaching uses 3D mapping of your body to help you to refine your form and mirror your instructor's movement, guiding you with match score and real text and messages. So this mirror, our mirror, will show the accuracy of your movement towards your instructor. And this definitely will improve your result and at the same time reduce the injuries. Yeah.
I think that's an excellent feature. So at least it's not just doing it. So people will always ask, like, you know, I can just watch YouTube and do, but the difference here is probably you have a feedback system that corrects your very important thing, the form, which I'm sure Marc would probably agree as well. If you want to exercise, do it right rather than just doing it like, you know, doing a lot of repetition but all wrong form, which could cause more injuries in the future. Yeah. And even make things worse. Yeah. So it's better not to do at all or do it right, I would say. Do you agree with that, Marc?
Yeah, which is a good thing for business, because most people get injured at the moment. Everybody does everything from YouTube.
Okay. So you want people to get more injured instead. Okay. But anyway, what Jerry is trying to say that it's a very intelligent AI system. That is the difference that we are expected to see in this Johnson at Mirror app. Now, there are some very good questions from the floor, and I think mainly one coming from Victor Wong. So he mentioned about the specification of the mirror. Does it run on battery or it uses the household's electricity plug? Now, I think I know the answer to that question, but probably, Jerry?
This most likely will be using this AAC household electricity, because this, as I mentioned, it needs this Wi-Fi connectivity or Bluetooth. This function.
So it means you need something stable, and in that sense, you need a stable power supply rather than just a battery. So it's more like a thing that you want to mount it somewhere, like in your room, in your living room, to work out together and motivate your family members to work out along with you, So yeah, I think that's the whole idea behind that. Now, another question as well from Awatif Eza. She was asking, where can we buy the mirror? So I think, yeah, I'm so eager to know this. Where can we buy it, and mainly when as well? Is it available here?
Yeah, thank you all for your interest. But this Johnson & Mirror, as I mentioned, currently is only available in Taiwan.
Okay.
And in Malaysia, we are targeted to launch this product at somewhere Q4 this year, end of this year. Yeah.
Right. So I think we all can probably still wait until end of this year, because right now I do see this as a new upcoming trend where people are doing a lot of home workout. In fact, one of the fitness trend for 2021 is actually home workout. It ranks one of the highest. So everyone is doing home workout. I'm not sure if you do, James, Jerry, Marc, but I do that as well, yeah, because we can't go to the gym. If not, I would really love to go to the gym, but I can't. So I think this is something that is a very good, it's serving the need, because we want to work out, and it's different compared to working out in just a Zoom class, or a Google Meet class, or even a YouTube video. So Avatif was also asking in the questions that what's the difference between using a normal Google Meet or Zoom? Well, the difference is the feedback. Yeah, people pay for the feedback, and doing it with someone increase the success of staying with the program rather than just doing it alone. So I think that's pretty much the answer to that, Awatif. Okay, now I have another question, and I will move this on over to James from Body Charger. Now, with regards to fitness trend again, now 2021 is looking at a few fitness trend, and one of the fitness trend always in every year, very consistent, is always about increasing the muscle strength or muscle mass gains. Yeah, this has always been one of the fitness trend, simply because it is a well-known fact out there. Yeah, everyone actually always preaches this as well, that as we grow older, we will tend to lose one of our most prized possession, and that is our muscle mass. Yeah, this is known as the sarcopenia, where we lose about 3 to 5% of muscle mass every decade after we hit the age of 30 years old and beyond. All right. Now, what are the innovations done by Body Charger to tackle this area?
Okay, thanks, Kit Mah, for your questions. I'm totally agree what you're saying, because after the age of 30s, we will be getting very, those our muscles mass and also strength day by day after decade year, and so the most important is back to the what we have previously introduced is our eye cares, because people only looking outside, but they don't really know exactly their inside of their bodies and their exact physical conditions. So what we have thinking about this product, when we're doing this product and develop of this product, and we also looking at the same when people after the ages. So that's we call sarcopenia, what we call, and especially over the higher age, 60 years old, you will getting more quickly to lose your muscles. So we have developed this product with the system, with the software, and with the mechanical we design, with a more friendly design. And the most important in our consoles is display more information, like we call the mats. And when mats, it provides more like how the different intensity you can measure. Like it's between like 1 to 10. Like 1 is doing like rest. I'm sitting, I'm lying on my bed, couch. I didn't do anything. But if you up to like running and like slow motions and like 3 to 4 in the speed of when you're running on the treadmills, it's like running like 8 mats. That means you can get more, between the lowest intensity to the highest intensity, and that can help you to for your training, and also the other thing is what we call is the watts. The watts is producing the power.
Right.
When you're using the equipment, and it can against you, and you can help you to know how much power you can produce with the machine, and on your training as well. And also we have decided, comparing to other products, the difference, we have a constant training. Constant training power, that means it can, like putting the resistance or what's level in the certain of levels, and you have to in the continuous to to operate, and you have to stand at the same as constantly to doing it. So that means you can using that kind of program to make you more better endurance of your body strength.
Right.
So that's all we have brought to the to the consumer. We have developed some kind of these products from our side. Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good point there, James. So I think one of the things that I can relate very strongly with regards to the body charger is mainly there is this feature that is the constant resistance. So constant resistance, this is how I also shared to my clients actually. So constant resistance is one of a good way to actually train without getting overtraining, because there's two parts in a lift, yeah, two parts of the lift. And for those audience who are here today, two parts of the lift, meaning that let's assume that we are talking about a bicep curl. You all not know, everybody sure, I'm sure here know what's a bicep curl is. So when you do a bicep curl, the concentric part is where you actually lift off your arm. Yeah, you can do this together with me. Lift off your arm, yeah, like a curl and flex. So that's the concentric part. And then the eccentric part is lowering it down. So by doing the constant resistance, which are focusing on concentric, you can actually handle more, yeah, and minimizing the lactic acid threshold from building up. So that way that it's actually working the muscle more in a way, and you don't actually make it tired. So you can actually train harder, train longer without overtraining. And I think this is a good way. So at least it allows people to push through that kind of resistance and also strengthen certain part during a proper program. So, you know, NHL players, they actually use that a lot, like pushing the prowler, yeah, those kind of training. That's also emphasizing a lot on the concentric part of the movement. So it's excellent, great to know that. And I think that's probably the answer to my question then. It does help in the sense of sustaining that muscle mass that we all want to have, especially for the elderly. Okay, all right, there are a few more other questions before we move on to Marc. And I think there's one question very relevant to you as well, Marc, which we will go through in a while. Okay, so I think it's more of like questions on physical activities and also more on the Mirror app. Actually, there are a few questions on the Mirror app. So what are your immediate targets, Jerry? Sorry, going back to you for a while. What are the immediate targets? Yeah, is it you're looking at the gyms, the hotel, the health centers, or it's mainly a B2C, you know, consumer market, which is people at home for this?
Yeah, basically this Johnson & Mirror can be located everywhere, fitness center, but mostly I think the most people were interested are those home use,
yeah,
consumer. Yeah, because this one, as I mentioned, it can be trained. You can choose this instructor all over the world, your best instructor all over the world, and you can train 7 hours, 247, yeah, every day, and there's no time limit, and also with limited space. Yeah.
Which actually makes sense. So I think another way to look at that question is to actually see that this trend right now, the whole pandemic has shifted the whole thing around, where B2B in a way, you know, people staying in hotels, going to the gym, going to centers are something that is quite likely going to be affected for a certain period of time. And whereas staying at home will be the new thing. So most of us want to do wellness things at home, yeah? Whether it's fitness, whether it's workout, whether it's cooking, they want to stay at home because it's general, your home is your safest place. So I think with regards to that, it's probably angled towards the B2C market rather than the B2B market. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. So, okay, the final one now. Okay, so this is my question mainly to Marc, who's leading on the physiotherapy area. So Marc, in terms of COVID pandemic, where many of us are just afraid to travel anywhere nearby at all, can you share how the physiotherapy services will be improved moving forward to help clients who mainly chooses and wants to stay at home?
Well, we as a physiotherapy service provider has had to change certain things we do. We had to adapt. We had to diversify how we do a lot of the things. Of course, lately in what you see, a lot of people see is creating an online platform, right? Whether we do virtual consults, virtual assessments, or even pre-recorded advice that we can post up for people to actually access. So it's available, like Jerry says, 24/7 if they want to exercise. We too, as a physiotherapy service, will have an online platform, and most companies or private hospitals and clinics have got that now. Another thing we change is to ensure that patients start to rely on themselves more in having active treatment. And one of the ways to rehab somebody back to walking or back to full activities of daily living is to self-manage themselves. So in that sense, rather than seeing somebody 3 times a week to rehab them, I will try to perhaps see them for the first visit, and then subsequent visits, they can do it via telemedicine or telehealth, or even, like I said, certain platforms that we can do it just for them only. And finally, the processes of private centers and private hospitals need to be automated. And if we automate most of the medical processes, unlike certain treatments, it would actually help them reduce their visits and still have as much service as they can from home.
Yeah.
Right. So I think medical practices, physiotherapy, rehabilitation practices need things like James body charger. They need things like Jerry's mirror, and need us to be virtually, remotely available to the clients from home.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Agreed. And I just had another question that comes up to my mind. Maybe this is more directed to James or Jerry. Do you also look at devices for measurements? So measuring device such as body composition measurements and tracking and all that kind of thing. Currently, is that available as well from your end? Yeah, James or Jerry?
Yeah. Okay. So about our products from previous, we introduced. There is also the body composition. We're probably talking about the most familiar in the market is like Tanita, Embodies. But that's only limit with the measurement, and I have to say most of people, they don't really know what exactly the describe on the result, on the report, right? You have to hire some expert like PT, personal trainer, and probably they can express how your body condition is. But from the previous, I say all machines we create and the software integrate with all mechanical is communicate, and it can give you the advice automatically. So you just follow the instruction from the beginning. You just doing the physical examination. Then after that, when you I'm the membership, but if I have the machine in the gym or club or even at home, I can sign in with machine, and it gives you your training advice per day. You just finished your training every day, then it comes out. You can try with your physical conditions, and also your exercise progress as well.
I see. So it has an inbuilt tracking kind of thing that you can match with your physical condition. Okay, yes. Yeah, that's a very good feature, because I personally did use such device before, especially treadmills that you can actually measure your weight and etc., count calories you burn, and everything being automated. So I think that is an important factor when it comes to looking at this kind of device, which is excellent. Yeah, great. Yes. And now with more devices being worn as well, like sleep tracker, fitness tracker, etc.
I think most of people, like consumers, they are always looking for, even me, I'm looking for more, what's the most offensive for people to work out, right?
Yes.
If you know how exactly you can, to do the workout, then that would be really easy. Yeah.
Yes, totally agree on that. And what about Jerry? Do you have any feedback regards to this?
Device?
Yeah, just for measuring and tracking. Is that something Johnson Fitness also has at the moment?
For our premium product, we do have this touchscreen console, which able to connect it to this your Apple Watch or this Samsung Galaxy Watch.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Great. So it's integrated with these two very popular tracking watch device that also tracks all the fitness stats.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So
For
I think
me, sorry, Kit Mah, sorry to interrupt. Just a quick one, but I think essentially what Jerry and James, I believe, since I'm here to validate the thing, I think people now, the trend is they want to be hyper personal, right? They want to know personalized things. I don't want to be just another number in the gym or just another number doing exercise. I want it to be personalized to me. On top of that, people want quantifiable data, meaning they want things that I can count or achieve or lose or gain. I want to be able to know how much is this, how much I can do, how much I can't do. So quantifiable data is what people want, i.e. feedback from a machine or a device that can give me these things. Hence the smart watches and the whatever other equipment there is in the market at the moment. And essentially, what they want after that is a machine that can analyze my body. What can my body do and what my body cannot do and what I need to achieve. So essentially, that's what people want. Immaterial what the technology may be, but they need to be able to be personal, they need to be quantifiable, and they need to be body analyzing, meaning analyze me. So I think with James and Jerry's product, which I read through and seen, I think they give that to a certain extent at different levels, right? So that's my view, I think, for their product anyway.
Yeah, and that's a great thing because the future of healthcare is all about personalization. So there's no one size fits all, but it's really everything catered, every program designed specifically just for that individual, because everyone is unique. And speaking of which, Marc, there's actually one question on the floor as well by Lim Sil Yong, and was asking about how to reduce sciatic nerve pain since we are at home, can't access to the help of physiotherapists at the moment. So this is something that a lot of people experience, sciatic nerve pain. I also experienced that before many years ago. It was because of a slip disc. The disc actually touches on that nerve and it causes that sensation of tingling / numbness / throbbing kind of pain, sensitive kind of pain on the feet. And it can even go to the glutes, the butt, the knees, etc.
Yeah. So who is this Miss or Mr. Lim, is it? Yeah. So actually it's
Lim Siu Yong.
Lim Siu Yong, okay. I think it's a very difficult question to answer simply because my advice to you or to whoever is listening is when you have these things, sciatica and so on, you must see somebody about it because you want to know what the root cause is. There are many reasons. You can have the same symptom of numbness or pain or coming down the leg. Sciatica is a layperson's term, meaning pain coming down the leg from your spine. Without determining what the cause is, then treatment is a bit more difficult. So once you determine the cause, and in Kit Mah's case, he had a slip disc, as he mentioned, causing sciatica, meaning pain coming down his leg or numbness coming down his leg. If you know the cause, in Kit Mah's case, a slip disc, then we will be able to address it accordingly. If it's another reason why it's causing sciatica, then we treat it accordingly. However, at the end of the day, whatever treatment there is in the market, be it physiotherapy, be it surgical intervention, injections, or whatever treatment there is, at the end of the day, all I can say is the stronger your spine muscles are, The stronger the muscles around your spine is, your body, your core, muscles in your buttock is, and your legs and hips, generally, the stronger your body is, the better long-term effects you'll have from your pain. So you'll have better outcomes. You'll be able to manage it a lot better. So immaterial of the cause. However, I would advise to see somebody to determine what the cause may be first, and then you can actually go to doing whatever treatment you may want to do. Right?
Spot on. That's a brilliant answer, Marc, because I believe that we need to tackle the thing at its root cause rather than just looking at the symptoms. The most common issue I see is, and even is a flaw in the healthcare system that I personally would say is, we are always talking about the symptoms, you know, but not addressing the root cause. But we want to look at the root cause and fixing the problem, because that's all about sustainability, and rather than reliance on things like, say, medications or painkillers or even certain devices at the end of the day. Always fix the root cause, and then it will fix the rest of the things by itself. All right. Now, I think pretty much we are now on a Q&A session. So all of the audience are welcome to ask any questions that they have. We do still have some few questions here. There is one from Clarin Chu. How can we help students to keep fit in a lockdown when they are not allowed any physical activities? I work in a school. I think Marc would like to answer that as well.
Exercise from home. You make it fun. Give them games to play that they move about.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a question of self-motivation, or actually kids especially, is to empower them to play games, which is physical activity at the end of the day. That's what I think.
Yeah. So I always encourage outdoor activities also, if you can, like for example, running, jogging. But with times like this and things like environment, weather, pollution and all that, for some people who stays in the city, they don't have access to any park nearby and all that kind of things. And now with the travel restriction and all that, devices such as Body Charger and Johnson Fitness is great, because that allows people to really go through a class, you know, like a class workout at the comfort of the home. And that is one of the innovating products right now that we see. And that is why I think, you know, they truly deserve the Taiwan Excellence Award for this innovative product that they have created for the market here. All right. Okay, there are a few more questions that are coming in. Let's answer this one, another one for you, Marc, mainly on telehealth platform and apps that can find virtual rehab consultation in Malaysia. Is there any currently right now, like doctor on call, doctor to you, etc.?
I think there are there are a few actually in the market at the moment whereby you can do teleconsults.
So are you with one of them?
No, I'm not. But there we do telephone consults. But nonetheless, if you're talking about the Zoom consult and all, there are. We do. It's an international company that employs us to do it, and they will give us a set time and date to actually meet up. But they would have had somebody that they have already seen before.
Right.
It's just that if you join this app, that you can actually consult anybody anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So yes, there are these couple of these apps in the market at the moment.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Marc, if let's say right now I know I want to get my I got this issue at my hips. Maybe I sit too long due to the too long hours of working. So I wanna reach out to you. I wanna get a consultation with you. How do I do that? And this also is for the benefits of the audience here. I'm sure maybe some of them who have sciatic pain, etc., want to get some of your services, consultation, etc. How do they go about it?
I think as soon as Johnson Fitness or Body Charger Fitness comes up with something, then we'll use their items. But in the meantime, by all means, we're on email and we're on all these social media as well. So you can always look for Synapse Rehab, so Synapse Physiotherapy, to contact any one of us. I think at the end of the day, if you need a consult for something, more often than not, most people have already seen somebody. It's very unlikely that, or very seldom that somebody has first time having a pain and then looking for us. But most of the people have already seen somebody or have already had some investigations done prior. But we are happy to connect with you as soon as we do get an app to liaise over on having an online platform. Then by all means, I'm sure we'll advertise it to the people. Yeah? But generally, look for Synapse. Any one of us will be fine.
All right, so we can actually drop a direct message to Synapse Rehab Consulting as well for those who are on Instagram or on a Facebook page, etc. We can just reach out to you. Okay, great. So is there any more questions from the floor? I mean, all of you guys here watching, you can just please feel free to raise any questions at all. Some of the questions has already been answered, like Victor Wong as well. Victor Wong has more as a question about his knee, so I think you can directly consult with Synapse Rehab. Okay, any more questions? Okay, let's look at the questions from the earlier on when we created this Zoom meeting. There is actually questions that have been posted there by the audience here, all right? So let's address them, some of them right now. Okay, this particular question is basically more towards Marc or Jerry to answer. How can digital fitness sustain even after the post-COVID? Will people still be relying on digital fitness? That's a very interesting question, actually.
Jerry, you want to answer? Or
yeah, can
sure.
Based on this research, the millennium use the fitness app more than other age groups, which with these women using them twice as much as men. So 46% want as much as Marc mentioned, quantifiable data about their data health as possible, and 54% are likely to buy a body analyzing device. Yeah. So all these data will be helping this more hyper personal. That means they can know their workout tracking, all these data, and there are some more apps showing whether today are you in the 100% recovering mode. Yeah. So I will say that this technology will be coming sooner. And at the moment, during this trend, for this past 2 years, the wearable technology is ranked #1 in the exercise fitness industry. Only at this this year, 2021, during because of this pandemic, the online training suddenly jumped out to be #1, which the online training was ranked 26 last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be the trend. I would say that. Yeah. Maybe Marc Daniel can add on.
I think yes, of course. I think people will still rely on digital fitness. The longer we stay like this, the longer we'll be more reliant on digital fitness, because I wouldn't want to change, because I see results, for example. I think at the end of the day, why it would stay is because it's in the comfort of your own home. You can do it anytime. It's convenient. It's fast. You don't need to. You got no travel issues, parking issues. The only thing I believe that is a setback to digital fitness post-COVID or after all these things, which is actually not an issue, because the technology is advanced so much that I'm able to connect with my friends and connect with people when I do my fitness at home. So initially, I do my fitness at home. I follow a Jane Fonda YouTube show and start exercising. I'm bored. I get bored after day 5 or day 3. But if I get to exercise with somebody that I can see, a friend of mine, connect with him into the same platform and discuss it, psychologically, I get that enough friend support to continue these exercises. So I log in a class with all my friends and all 4 of you together, and we do it. And then I don't lose, I still get the psychological support from my friends and peers doing exercises. Unlike previously where you YouTube and you watch and you follow. Technology has changed whereby we can connect each other anywhere in the world and exercise at the same time. So digital fitness is here to stay. Digital health is for sure here to stay. So post-COVID, there will be a drop in the gym goers, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. And to add on to that, I don't know whether this is relevant or not, but I know of friends who has created groups on WhatsApp, and they actually do challenges among themselves. So as long as this kind of challenges is like, to lose 5 kg within 3 months or 2 months or whatever, and then whoever achieve that, they get something in return. They all pull in a pool of money and all that. So as long as there's some kind of challenge, something like quantifiable there, definitely that would give rise to the digital fitness. If anything happen, it's only going to increase, and I don't think it's going to ever go and decrease. And back to the point mentioned earlier by Jerry on the wearables and all that, I'm actually wearing one very advanced thing myself, which is able to track from heart rate variability all the way to the deep sleep, REM sleep, and every single cycle. So very advanced times that we are living in, and I think more of that will be to come. And for your info, I'm also checking my parents' sleep through Fitbit. Through Fitbit, every night I can see what time they sleep, what time they wake up, and how good is their sleep. So these are the kind of things I can do remotely via these devices, and that's so exciting, actually, I would say. Yeah. Okay. Let's answer one more question, all right, before we end the session. So maybe this can be more directed to James or Jerry as well. All right, what is most effective in encouraging health and wellness?
Jerry, first.
Okay. So for my point of view, can be through the inspiration from our own physical body shape. And then secondly, to encourage the others' health and the wellness, just keep the message simple, short. Yeah, simple and short. Don't make it like too complicated until when I heard of it, I feel it's impossible. Yeah, to do that. So keep the message simple and short. Yeah, then thirdly, maybe can be through this educational opportunity. Yeah, we don't force these others to do the workout or talk about fitness, but we are doing encouraging, inspiring, and educate them. Yeah, of course, this will be take time. That's why I would say that the future is for this millennium. We educate those millennium, other than those like elderly, they already have their own mind set. Yeah, so it's difficult to change them now. But for those millennium, there's the future.
Yes.
Yeah. James?
Yes. First of all, I think that Kit Mah mentioned about the personalized experience choice, because it's never like a one size does not fit for everybody. So we have to understand ourselves first. So what we can bring to as our product, as our software, that can, to acting people more understanding of their self, and even we can encourage people. You can know what exactly you should do, and we have a machines differentiate for cardio, for the strength, and for your stretching, for your bodies, and to make your muscle relief. And also according to, I'm not a researcher, but according to a reference from some articles like ACSM, and they're always mentioning how, because we are all in the same circumstance because of pandemic, and we have to understand how we can get more stronger of ourselves, and most important is how we can maintain ourselves more better and for the futures and from now on.
Yes, keep on improving. All right. So let's have the final summary for the session today and the key takeaways as well. So over to you guys again. Maybe every one of you can just share what are the key takeaway message that you want the audience to bring home with them today. First, James, yeah.
James, go ahead.
Start with James.
You, James, your turn.
Sorry. sorry, Kit Mah, can you say again, please?
Yeah, what is the key takeaway message that you want the audience to bring home today?
So actually, we have the previous slide. We have introduced the eye care. That one is most for the like B2B, but we also developed some like a protocol type of machines.
Okay.
So they can bring home and also combine with the machine like ours, then they can use it day by day. And in the coming of a near time, we will come out with a new software with the application on your mobiles, so you can very easy to track of your for your exercise and your physical conditions.
Yeah, we will be definitely looking into that space. More innovative products coming from Body Charger. Now, from Jerry's side, what would be the key takeaway home message?
Okay, the fitness-minded consumer are turning to at-home fitness to maintain a healthy and active lifestyle during this COVID-19 pandemic.
All right.
So the consumer investment in digital fitness has increased by 30 to 35% relative to this pre-COVID-19 level.
All right.
And positioning the sector for faster growth in the future.
All right.
Then lastly, the complementarity between digital fitness and traditional fitness center is expected to grow post COVID-19, with about 30% of consumer expected to continue spending above this pre-outbreak levels.
Right. That's a very, very useful insight there. Thanks, Jerry. Okay, and last but not least, Mr. Marc.
Well, the take-home message for all the people who are listening to this thing, I think with all equipment, technology is advancing so fast and there's so many things in the market. Just two things really. One is before you embark in any of these digital appliances, equipment, and so on, I think there are two things one should ask is reliability and validity. Reliability meaning, does it do what it's supposed to be doing? Does it measure it repeatedly correctly? And validity is it measuring what it says it's supposed to be measuring? So if these machines and new technology is reliable and it's valid in their information that they gather about a particular measurement, then it's worth it. It's worth the purchase. So as for I'm not being biased with Johnson Fitness and Body Charger, the app that they have, the equipment that they have. I think it is valid. I'm not sure if it's reliable because I've not had it. I've not done it. I've not used it before. But if they say what they do, they've gone through Taiwan Excellence, then I'm assuming it is what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely, they both these both brands deserve the awards because I do feel. And from what I understood so far, it's an excellent, innovative product, and I definitely can't wait to try it on as well. Perhaps even for my new future home, because I'm actually planning a new house now, and I most probably would want to incorporate these tech devices, fitness devices into my new place. So it has been a great discussion for today. Thank you once again, Taiwan Excellence, for organizing this in conjunction with Malaysia, Kini, and Kini events. Now, we have come to the end of today's session. For those of you who have stayed back all the way to the end, thank you so much. This is the first of the series, first of the kind. So hope to see you in the next future series to come, all right? So please let us all stay in touch and hope to see you in the next episode of Taiwan's Excellence. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Imports more than $1 billion worth of fitness equipment each year, a significant 10% market share of all global exports.
Taiwan is at the forefront of the world's health and fitness pursuit.
Taiwan, the pursuit of excellence.